Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live demo. We'll give everyone a couple of minutes to join. Also, guys, sometimes we do polls. Kind of get your feedback with certain things, the system that you guys are using. But maybe today we could change it up. So in the chat, if there is a live demo topic that you guys would like us to go over, please let us know. Just type the topic into the chats. It is private as well, so it's just Pedro and I will be able to see it. So just let us know if there's a specific topic that you would like us to focus on. We'll give everyone else maybe another 30 seconds or so to join before we get started. Okay, and I think we can get started. Great. Thank you everyone for joining. My name is Jared. I'm in charge of revenue here at OpenBOM. And also, before we get started, or if there's a topic that comes up during the live demo, hit that into the chat. We would love to hear from you guys about other topics that you guys would like to hear about. But for today, the goal of this demo is to show how a flexible data model lets you efficiently manage product structures and digital bombs. At the end, just like always, we'll have a section where you guys could ask questions. Just hit those questions into the chat bar as well, and we'll answer those. Also, if there's something that we cannot answer, or if there's a question that comes to mind after the demo, please feel free to reach out to us at support@openbom.com. Great. I'm happy to introduce Pedro Branco, our customer success specialist. He has about 20 years of experience with CAD, PDM, PLMs. So he's a great reference for you guys as well. So without further ado, Pedro, I'm happy to pass it to you.
Okay, thanks, Jared. Thanks for that introduction. Yeah, so today we're going to talk about product structures and digital bombs, digital bill of materials, and how our data model helps, manage product data and help you, get on top of, going from design to orders, design to manufacturing. So, so I'll start just by showing a bit about what product structures are, the definition of bill of materials. We go through some of what it is we are talking about, and I'm going to show you some examples of different sort of bill of materials, different sort of product structures, and how we can solve challenges around product management, new product introduction, or change management, how we can help you on that. So we also this is a session where you can also answer questions. We'll be happy to answer them at the end. If not, we'll follow up as a follow up action. So first, our platform is dedicated to manage your product data, manage new product releases, manage changes. It's highly visual, as you can see. So all your products can be easily searchable, easily seen. You can navigate them very easily through visualization, so you can understand like a bill of material of a specific product. You can understand going from mechanical items, ECAD items. If you go into mechanical, you can also open drawings and other associated information in an interface that is very easy to navigate and very easy to use. Um, so all these structures can be starting with a system like CAD, like a design system like CAD or Inventor or Solid Edge on Shape. So we have integrations with many different CAD systems. Today I'm going to use SolidWorks as one of the generator of the first structure. So there's no bill of material yet. So we're going to start by just creating that structure directly from CAD. So this generation can also create derivative files like PDFs out of drawings and step files. These are production files usually used for by contract manufacturers or by manufacturing if you manufacture in house. Step files are used for CNC, for example, and those can be automated through this generation process. So this was a brand new bill of material. As you can see, we have the right quantities, We have drawings extracted from CAD. We have the step files also being generated, and you can create different views of this product. So that's where we're gonna start a bit talking about product structures and bill of materials and what's the difference and how our data model really helps you manage them. So I have this similar product with a bit of more information here. So you can add always combine and add non-model items. Like if you want to add, for example, a PCB board here, you can do it manually, do a search and add that item manually. So for example, if you want to add this PCB into the bill of material, you would you can do so very easily, and then you have a multi-level structure there where you can navigate and jump into. I'll focus more on this structure a bit later on, but right now let's talk about a bit of product structures versus bill of materials. So what's the difference? Sometimes they are similar things, but in terms of a product structure, you could see it as your complete definition of the product. In this case, that little speed computer. In terms of mechanical components, electronics, all components through transistors. So this could be a structure that you see more as your IP, like your intellectual property to actually build it and make this product, including even software and firmware, like what you actually have to have access to, be able to have full control to manufacture this product yourselves or anywhere in different locations. So if you look into, for example, software bill of material example, you see that you have the ability to manage versions and manage other other type of information regarding to the type of bill of material. In this case, a software bill of material. So notice all this is configurable, all these attributes, you can tailor them to your different needs. Another type of structure it will be focusing more on the bill of material itself, like a bill of material on the most simple definition would be what do I need to buy to make this product. So the items that I need to buy. So the most simple definition of bill of material is almost you go to a hardware store, you need to build a product, build something, and it's the things you're going to buy to make it. So that's the most simple definition of a bill of material. Obviously, this can go a lot more complex into more complex products in the sort of materials that you need to buy. You need to assemble them together, build sub-assemblies or semi-finished products and assemble them together. But that's the most simple definition. In terms of product structures, there are also a different set of product structures that you can see through. So one of them will be seeing more like an as design structure versus as manufactured. So they can have different items there. I'm going to talk a bit about that. Or you have different product structures for different countries, different locations. So I'll have an example here where our data model using the xBOM features allows you to create, for example, uh, support or service bill of material, or you have where you have multiple different items, different components. And this, for example, will be managing the product in different locations. Let's say you sell it globally, you have slightly different components for UK versus Europe versus the United States, and you want to manage a bit the difference between them. So you have, for example, different adapters for all these sort of locations. So you can fully create these different sort of variances and manage them through a slight different structure. Okay. So another structure that you can manage is, for example, serialization, where you manage serial numbers, where you have like a part number, a product that you manufacture, and then you want to control, exactly what you have sent to your customer. You give it a number, you give it a serial number, and then you want to track exactly, what do I have sent to each customer for in terms of serial numbers. So you can serialize PCBs, you can serialize individual components, but the goal is, manage this in cases where your product has, long-term life cycle, has compliance, and you want to manage things. For example, for this serial number, this was exactly the revision that I was on. So this was exactly the revision two, that this serial number was sent. So you are having full control of that serial number. The product was exactly at revision one, and this was the bill of material, compared to a different serial number that was still, for example, in revision one. So you can fully track this. You can track any other extra attributes to manage your products, like number of warranties for each component, manage documents like compliance. So you can see our data model is very easy configurable. So you can add any sort of attributes to manage your product data very easily. Other example of a product structure, for example, is let's say you are making that PCB tool. You are making this component here. You are making this PCB, and it was uh, subcontracted to a contract manufacturer. So it was a purchase component, and then you decided to build it in house. You decide to build yourself. So you have the full access to its IP, its components, and you want to start to track things like vendors, manufacturers, options. So our data model also allows you to manage those sort of structures for managing your own part numbers. So you can have your own part numbering sequences, and then manage, for example, which sort of manufacturers supply that part number. So in this case, you have multiple manufacturers that actually manage this, and for each manufacturer, you also might have different distributors or vendors. Actually the companies that sell these through. So you can also manage that through our items and catalogs. For example, for the same manufacturer, the same item, you can have multiple distributors, and you can manage, complex part numbering relationships, like vendor part numbers versus manufacturer part numbers, and the ones that you are really working on. And this is all areas that you can easily manage with OpenBOM, just managing that product data and that sourcing data on a single tool and single platform. So all this data can be also manage and put together. You can really, jump into supplier links and manage prices and costs directly through our management, and have a very easy way to manage complex product structures. So talking about different product structures, we went a bit into, let's say, you manufacture in house. And another example would be, having more of a engineering as design bill of material versus as produce bill of material. So this would be the product more like as design. Okay, so this would be how you would design the product. And let's say you want to have a different structure to view the as manufactured. So this structure is slightly different, where you have packaging, and the order of the sequence of components, it's more the sequence of assembly. Like you start with the body, where you add the LCD, you add some buttons, you plug the PCB, you add some bolts, some packaging, and put it on the box. So this could be more the kind of structure that you are going to send, or you're going to manage to actually build it and ship it to your customer, and send it through for next stages. So our platform also has the ability to manage orders and procurement, managing POs. If that is the area where you want to see those functions, let us know, and we will focus on a future live demonstration more on this sort of inventory management and managing POs to suppliers. In this case, to the supply chain, all this data is very easy to be shared with others. So you can even share this information through our share bill of material button. You can share with different users. You can set different sort of permissions that they can see, even by view, like you assign them a specific view or views that they can see. So these are the views that you can trim, which sort of columns you would see, or even which sort of BOM rows you can filter them. For example, a view just focus on drawings views, like you just see drawings that items that have a drawing, for example. So you can also filter all these reviews and you can assign users to see them. And as always, the easy of exporting this data out of this and creating like even a drawing pack, exporting this bill of material to Excel and creating a drawing pack or a production pack to share with someone. So with all drawings, step files, etc. So it's very easy to share, and from here, you can manage a lot better your product definition. So in terms of the flow of today, I was just showing you a bit of our data model capabilities. We talked a bit about the xBOM features. If you are a user of OpenBOM, not sure if we have users on board, Jared. We can also have a look if we have some of our existing customers. I can show you how to set that up, the xBOM features. So you go into company administrator. This is a company subscription feature. And you set up that in BOM types. And then you define your different BOM types here. So at the moment, I have bill of materials is the normal engineering BOM. You don't need to change it. Just leave it as is. And then I have manufacturing BOMs and also service or um, more service or support bill of materials there. But you can create any sort of a BOM type at your will. That this creates the different sort of structures, and this shows a bit of flexibility on our data model. So yeah, I end my presentation here today. This was what I wanted to show you around product structures and our data model to better manage them. If you have any questions, just now it's the right time. So Jared, how are the questions looking right now?
Great, thank you, Pedro. We'll give everyone a few moments to get their questions in. So, guys, this is a time where you could hit that chat button in the upper right hand corner and ask any questions that you guys might have. Give everyone a few minutes to get those in. Okay. So far, there are actually no questions. Pedro, I think this is. Oh, there we go. How do the change requests work against the various BOM types that may exist against one part number?
Yeah, excellent question. So the revision management in OpenBOM works in a way that it manages all revisions. So if we look into these uh, different structures, um, every time you create a new revision in OpenBOM, we're gonna freeze all BOM types at that time. So if, for example, at this time at revision 1, there was an EBOM and SBOM, they will be frozen in time, both of them. Okay, so we revision manage both xBOM types, okay, through change management. I'm gonna show you a bit of change management through this product here, the one that I've just generated from scratch just now. And I can also show you a bit how those revision managements work since we have a bit of time. So very good question. So this would be done by going through the change management process. So you would create a change request to release. This will be release A. You can create a change order. So you have the approvals and you have email sent to users, and they can participate in change management vote. So this will create a change request and a change order that will be sent to users and to emails. Okay. So I'm acting as administrator, so I can actually go there and approve this myself directly. So I can jump to the change order and do the approval of this change over here. So I'm just going to approve it directly because I can, and the revision A is going to be created. So if we look into the first revision, we have revision A, which is like this one. Okay, this will be revision A. So at this time, we don't have any extra BOM types in revisions because that BOM type didn't exist yet. So if we now go in and create a new BOM type for this item, so let's do that. Let's jump into it on the catalog. And then we're going to create a new BOM type for that specific bill of material. Okay, so that would be this item over here. So that would be the item in place, and we are going to create a new BOM for it. So create new BOM for this item, and we're going to say that this time I'm going to create a different BOM type for it. Let's say I want to create MBOM for it, and I'm going to use this template. So at this time, we do have uh, a different BOM type for it. It needs a different name. Uh, I'm sure there's a different name there, and it is. And this will create, a new BOM type completely empty to um, to the previous one. So at this point in time, you can just copy the previous part numbers to here to create a brand new bill of material. So you can go into the existing bill of material, you can copy these items and you can add them to the MBOM side of things. So I'm going to add a few extra lines here, and I'm going to paste those in here. And I'm going to just set here a view where we can just view those a bit better and just set the right quantity here into them. Okay, so this would be a new MBOM being created. And notice this is being created after revision A was created. Okay, so at this point in time, if we go into a release process where we're going to make some changes and create a new revision, now those changes will be visible there. So let's make some changes. Uh, Notice that the changes, for example, from CAD, from SolidWorks, goes to the BOM type. So the BOMs this is the engineering BOM. So actually you can see that coming through. If I add some items here, if I add, for example, some bolts here to this assembly and then update the bill of material, they would actually just update that BOM level. So we can actually do that and do a real example of creating a new revision. So let's say we added four bolts here. We save it and we update the bill of material directly from SolidWorks. And you can see that it refreshes the four items in the bill of material just inside SolidWorks. So this integration inside SolidWorks is going to update. And you see the four bolts just being populated there. You can increase a bit the thumbnails here. There they are. And notice that that item that I added manually was not removed. So we merged changes. If you add non-model items like lubricants or seals, packaging labels, all that, we distinguish them. So the bill of material now has the full the changes here. So we do just refresh it, and we have that change done over here. So there they are, the four bolts. And we're gonna create a new change to the bill of materials. Let's also bring this to the MBOM since that was also in. So let's bring that change to the MBOM too. Difference with MBOM could be like have more packaging or other. So let's bring that also here. And we will now create a new release, create a new revision and new release, so you can understand how those work together. Um, let's go through the release process again. I'm going to create a new change request for revision B, and I'm going to create also another release there. So I can say add the bolts. Okay, I'm going to create it. And again, I'm going to approve it just to be a lot quicker. So let me just approve that directly again. So let me jump into that revision B to be approved, or release B, and just approve it directly. So it's done. Yeah. So now we have the two revisions created. And you can see a bit the difference. So we have revision A, which there was uh, no MBOM at that time. So it would also say there's no MBOM. So it was empty, it's true. And then if you let me just bring that back again. So if you now go back into the previous bill of material there. So I'll go that again there and jump into a different bill of material. So if you now move into the normal bill of material there and see the revision B, this is revision B with the bolt. This one now has the MBOM at that time, which is now frozen. So each bill of material will have its own revision, and they are all captured at the same time. Okay, just a bit of a longer explanation, and just for you just to see, how xBOMs works with revisions. We can capture them all, so you understand the changes. We also have the ability to see changes and BOM types using our compare bill of material tool, so you can compare different xBOMs or compare different revisions to understand what they go. Okay, Jared, any other questions?
Yes, Pedro, thank you. We do have a few more questions. Can you search the entire database to see which machines might contain an obsolete parts?
So yes, you can search through our database, and you can search, through different attributes, and one of the attributes could be state, and if it is obsolete, you can find it. So the answer is yes, yes, you can.
Great, thank you. While working with creating an MBOM, can you define work centers and/or processes based on each manufactured item?
So you can create that on the MBOM structure. I think from memory, I do have a similar example on this bicycle product. Um, Let me jump to the bicycle because I know that it's being used here. So in this product, you do have an example where you are using a bit of the work center structure. So the MBOM of this bicycle is structured through work centers. So this would be the first sequence will be assembling the frame with the CAD item and color. Then you have a phantom assembly, which will be the work center to do assembly. And this is all the items for that assembly. And then you have another work center or another phantom assembly just for packaging. And then you put the wheels on the box and you are done. So we do have our data model to have the flexibility to create those sort of structures and help you manage to assemble and deliver this. Okay. All right. Any other questions there?
I do not believe so. Just making sure I didn't miss any. No, I don't think there is. Give everyone maybe another few seconds to jot down a question if they did not get it through. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for your time today. If there is something that we did not answer, please feel free to email us at support@openbom.com and we will make sure to get back to you. All right. Thank you, everyone, very much. We appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thank you.